we missed the show. We need you to come back on. Apologize for the delay.
Yeah, we had some stuff going on, but we're back, and it feels good to be back, you know. So we're here for a good time.
Just to jump right into the first thing, shout out to my boy Travis for this topic. Job versus career. And I was talking to my man, and talking to you, talking to a lot of people who are kind of looking, I don't want to say dissatisfied or call people out, but in the current position that they're in.
Yeah.
Like some people are looking for jobs, and I'm like, at some point you want to look for a career. A job is something that you get up, you go to every day. You don't mind.
Yeah.
You don't mind going to it every day, but you don't really care when you call off. When
it's not going anywhere. It's just it's a means to an end. It's I'm doing this for money.
Exactly. I'm doing this because the rent is due. Mm-hmm. I got a kid. I got a family. Yeah. The car payments due.
Yeah.
Then on the other hand, you have the career, which is something you want to invest time, loyalty, something when you get up in the morning, even if you have to leave the house, you feel good about, when you're going out there.
Exactly. It's when you have a career, you don't mind putting the time and hours. There's not enough hours in the day. You're committed to it. It's something that you're passionate about. You can't do it enough. Exactly. You're not in a rush looking at the time like, I can't wait to get out of here. It's more like, I'm looking at the time like, I hope I can get all this accomplished.
Yeah, that's why I always say, when I talk to people, I'm like, they're always like, well, you work and you guys do this. And I'm like, if it was up to me, I would rather parlay something like this into a career move, because I don't mind sitting down, working towards this product that's going to pay off, giving 100% every day. And I don't dislike my job or anything like that, but you get to a point where you want to feel fulfilled, like you're working for this company at the end of the day.
Are they working for you?
Exactly. Yeah.
Are they working for you? Are they putting? You want to feel like they're putting you in a position that you can really grow as a person, as an employee, and giving you a skill set that can get you, obviously a lucrative salary, but give you more flexibility, more maybe being able to mobility to move, and responsibility. So yeah, I mean I've been there, and it's like you said, like this would be great to parlay into.
Yes,
and that's what it's about, because whenever you can have something that you'll never work a day in your life,
Like if you talk to someone, you have, and I'm sure you guys have, that is actually doing, whether they started their business on their own or they went through the corporate chain of command and they worked kept working their way up in there where they want to be at. When you talk to them, they have a certain aura about them and a certain extra confidence, because they're doing it their way, whether they're writing their own checks, or like I said, they're still in corporate America, but they're in a position that they want to be in. I think I'm at the point now, after starting this, that I actually would rather write my own check.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. Yeah, I mean, you can actually, everybody wants to be able to call their own shots, and that's the thing that's great about One Voice. We're able to call our own shots. We're able to dictate what we talk about, what we don't talk about, what is and isn't acceptable. And that's the thing that is so important about my career, is you put so much time and effort to get an education and make sure that you are able to move up the ranks. You don't want to just feel like you're just working to just
looking
by.
Yeah, you're just looking forward to Friday. Like tomorrow, I gotta get up tomorrow, and I don't want to be at work and be like, oh, I can't wait till Friday.
Yeah,
because I'm off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's bad enough. I've been at companies for years, and it's bad enough when you max out after.
Oh yeah.
a
After
couple
like
of years.
5 years,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
It hit the
Yeah.
glass ceiling, and it's like, oh man. I mean, that's disheartening. That's so disheartening.
It is. That's why with this here, like people have been saying, you guys can, hopefully, bring something fresh to, I don't know, I want to say airwaves, through Facebook, YouTube, whatever. But it's something at the end of the day, I'm hoping, and he's hoping, it like we said, well, I'm not even hoping. I know if the harder we grind, the more work we're able to put into it, the more it'll pay off in the end.
Yeah.
Just to be able to, first of all, say it's your own. You build it from the the ground up. You put every brick into it, the whole foundation.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's something that a lot of people need to sit back and
and be able to say you enjoyed the ride. From starting at point A and then getting all the way to point, D or E, I mean, it's a heck of an accomplishment. And also, too, nobody can take that away from you.
Exactly.
You can't fire yourself.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
And before this, I never really thought of myself in like the entrepreneurial sense.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought, okay, I want to work in some aspect where I'm able to communicate with people, help people, maybe mentor or guide people in some way. But I never sat back and was like, but it's going to be, mine or a company that I started. And then eventually, once I got older, I'm like, talking to other people, and I'm like, with the way social media and technology is today, I'm like, why not?
Yeah.
Throw my line out there. And then once we linked up with this, it was like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, and that to me, it feels so good to be a part of something that you can say 50-50, we built this.
Thank
you know
you.
what I mean? Like to say that like you had your hand
Yep.
and your opinion mattered. It's like when you're like, we both work for big companies, it's like we're a teardrop.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Like if I didn't show up tomorrow and never came back, they would have somebody.
Yeah, they'll replace us
like this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like it's just pumping. Colleges are pumping people out. It's just like we'll take this interchangeable part and put him here, and we'll take it. It's just and I would feel so like such a disappointment in life if that was all I ever accomplished. No matter how much money I made, that I was just an interchangeable part, and I didn't.
That's one thing I'm starting to learn now, with maneuvering through corporate America, dealing with certain people at the highest levels. Like you see every day, clients come in, they wine them and dine them, and then shoot them out of town. Then the next one comes in, and they wine them and dine them. And just learning how that game works it's interesting, but it's not like. It's not as meaningful as I thought when you're like 21, 22. You're like, I want to be the big shark and have the $150,000 a year, be the executive with the suit and tie and this that. The one thing I would say is like right now, job versus career. Job is what you settle for. You'll take it. The career, you have to actually put work into it
to get to the point where you feel like this is where I want to be, and this is where I'm going to make my bread and butter and keep moving along. And you're passionate. You're actually, it's a plan. It's part of your plan to get to the next level, and that is very. That's what really differentiates a job versus a career. I mean, I think a lot of people nowadays, they get it twisted with, okay, but I'm making this amount of money. Well, do you like what you do?
Thank you.
Is there a chance for you to actually better yourself, to diversify your skill set? Like, if you don't have that, that's not your career.
No.
That's just a means to make money.
It's just,
that's it.
It's basically something to knock out 8 or 10 hours every day.
Yeah.
It's knocking out
that's all
8 or 10 hours.
That's it.
And the part that's like the career versus job, the part that we always talk about is, and a lot of my friends out here that we talk about is, with your career, you can dictate the time you spend with your family.
Yeah.
Your job,
You're at somebody's.
you're there.
They're whip.
Yeah. You're
Like get
beck
to work.
and call. Take this laptop.
Yeah,
home.
yeah.
You know.
You're a slave.
Yeah. You get corporate. Yeah.
You're a corporate slave. Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah.
I would just say like the career versus job. Like when we sat down, you have to have a plan first of all. And like we had a plan, it's still moving. And the great thing about it is, the hard work is not hard work.
Yeah.
It's
just getting it out now. Again,
Yeah.
and that's the thing about it. It feels good, and that's the thing too. It feels so good to actually be doing something that's positive, and people respond with your positivity and acknowledge it.
thank you.
You know, I mean, that's when you feel it feels good to know that you're making a difference in the right direction. You know, and that we don't have somebody on here twerking and doing all kinds of stuff like tearing it down.
No, there's nobody on here doing something demeaning or, you know what I mean. We're not pumping something out into the community.
Exactly.
So you look like a hypocrite.
Yeah.
You know.
And speaking of demeaning, that's a perfect segue into our next topic.
Yes.
Our next topic deals with dress code in the workplace.
Yeah.
We are seeing, especially we work in the city, so we see it all: the good, the bad, the
And
ugly.
the ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just gotta call it like you see
Yeah.
it, man.
I mean, there's a difference. I can speak just right now from the guy's standpoint. Fellas,
Yeah.
get your dress clothes fitted. Actually go to a tailor or anybody who knows how to do measurements and get a proper measurement so that your suit doesn't look like you're sagging. So that it looks like there's a difference between one guy has a career and one guy has a court date.
Yeah. You don't want to wear a suit on and look like every step you take you're shrinking and the suit's getting bigger. Like I always, like you look like you stepped out the house and every step you take on the city block you're getting smaller and smaller and the suit's just getting bigger and bigger. Like I always look at dudes and I'm like, and I know a lot of you guys can relate. You might work at, you know, bigger companies, IMAR, you know, UPMC, something like that, you know. Whatever, and you see it every day, and I'm like, people always say dress for the position, for the part, like you know you care and you want to advance.
It gets rough.
It's hard to sit back and
get a good haircut. Keep your hair cut. You know what I mean? Like. I mean, there's so many times where I've seen guys who know their stuff. I mean, they're good employees.
Yes.
I mean, they really know their stuff. But they come to work, and it's like, you do not look professional, and therefore, people do not take you professional.
They're not going to give you the... You're going to bid out... You're not going to get that job bid.
No.
Because of what they see.
Yeah.
When you come off the elevator in the morning, whatever floor you get off of, and if they see you just wild and you work in law offices looking all crazy,
yeah,
and it's just like people. It's funny, because I'll see so many dudes, and I'm like, I can differentiate who works on the 36th floor and who works in the mailroom by what you're wearing to work. And I don't wear a suit believe me, I don't wear a suit. I wore a suit when I went for the interview. Yeah. That's it. But at the same time,
we wear dress pants.
Thank you.
We wear dress shirts, and they actually are fitted.
Thank you.
Tailored to our size.
Thank you.
And we make sure that we keep our appearance professional. And you as a person, as an employee, you have that responsibility to make sure that you keep yourself presentable and you keep yourself professional. You're in a professional atmosphere. If a professional athlete shows up out of shape, he is deemed as unprofessional.
You show up with Dickies and Stacey Adams,
Oh.
those are not dress clothes. The Stacey Adams are dress shoes.
Yeah.
The Dickies are not dress pants. Unless
Yeah.
you're doing construction
Yeah.
and you're on a church phone all day,
Leave them alone.
you can wear Dickies to work.
Thank
when you're in corporate America, you're working at the firm, at the bank, wherever, HR, those aren't.
No, and the thing is, people aren't going to take you. You're going to be labeled as either trifling
Yeah.
or a joke, and that's the world we live in. People judge off of what their perception.
Yeah, as soon as they see you, I hate to, like, I tell my son now, like, you're a corporation.
Yeah,
Jordan is he's a corporation. His whatever when he
brand.
steps outside, he's a trademark.
Yeah,
Right there.
yeah, we're our own brand.
He's a trademark. So when people see him and he steps outside, if he's looking like if he's looking wild and crazy,
Yeah.
but he has a master's degree, the master's is pushed to the side.
Yeah,
All they
you're
see is
labeled the crazy dude. Yeah, the crazy looking guy.
thank you.
Yeah, and that's I've seen that, and not even just we got to keep it even here, ladies. I've seen some stuff, and it's like, okay, just because you actually have the body for it, you shouldn't be dressing like I'm coming in here. I don't even plan on learning anything. I'm just going to attract somebody higher up, and that's going to be my way of getting to the top. I saw some of the clothes I wear. I'd be sitting there like, are you going to the club?
And it's easier for like the ladies to get in trouble for it.
Oh, yeah.
Because men tend to wear less.
Yeah.
You know, our clothes. It's not. You're not going to see Jordan or me come to work with a beater or a sleeveless T-shirt.
Exactly.
Women can get. They can come to work with the skirts that are. And I mean, I see it
Yeah.
every day. And I work in HR, and I'm just like, this is not in the book.
Yeah.
Like, are you coming to work to advance yourself based off of this or based off of this?
Yeah.
And a lot of the times I think people, it's easier for ladies, and I'm just being honest, it's easier for ladies to do it based off of this
Oh, yeah.
than their mind.
Yeah, because men, we're visual.
Yeah.
So it's like at some point she will meet somebody who's higher up, who's willing to play the game with her and do everything. And that's such an awful way, because at that point you're at the mercy of someone. And you didn't make it off of this, and everybody knows that you didn't make it off of this. So whenever he either goes away or there gets to a point where that's not working anymore, you're right back to where you came from.
And the crazy part is, ladies, if you don't believe me, I'm going to throw this out for you. Look around some of the bigger companies, PNC, Highmark, Alcoa, the Steel, U.S. Steel, look, PPG, all these bigger places. Look in your offices when you look at the women who are the executives. They don't look like, for the most part, they're not the Halle Berry model. Look at the receptionists and the administrative assistants, the one with the lower roles. Those are the ones who thought they could advance by their bodies. And look how far they've got.
Yeah.
Honestly, in most of the bigger companies I've been to, the ladies who use their mind, they might be, attractive or whatnot, but they didn't accentuate everything else. They use this to go up.
Yeah.
Because the man, and not being sexist, but it's usually a man in most of these companies at the top. He'll bring that sexier woman on, but he's going to give you a lesser role. He's not going to give you a powerful role.
That's your job, to just look good.
Yeah,
He'll give you the front when you come in.
Copy papers and answer phones role. Yeah.
Or you're the person when they come in. You're the first person they see. So, they have a nice person up front.
Thank you.
Now get me to the important people.
You're the bypasser.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You're the gatekeeper.
Gatekeeper. You're the attractive, sexy gatekeeper.
Yeah. Like, oh, this company, wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm going to tell people about, this
Stacey
company.
at the front. Yeah,
the front,
exactly.
the girl at the front desk. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And that's where she'll forever be.
Yes. He doesn't play anymore. Yeah. Yeah. That's not him on the field. Yeah.
Yeah, like he said, just to wrap it up, man, like, just to go back, just fellas, please, your wardrobe. This is Sunday night. We're chilling.
Yeah.
He's casual. I'm casual. I'm not at work right now.
Yeah.
I'm lounging. We're
We're
lounging.
having a good time. Yeah.
Chilling. You can be yourself and be a little cool and relaxed and But when you got to get up tomorrow morning, get the shadow.
Yeah.
Get the hair.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Don't cut the Gumby off. It's not working no more. Just realize, all jokes aside, you're putting yourself out there. You're marketing. You're your own marketing firm.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
And if they don't see that, it's gonna hurt you. I mean, you're just hurting yourself because you're bringing your own stock down. So I mean, that goes pretty much without. I don't understand how to make it.
You don't even know. Yeah, you can't make it any more plainer. And just like career versus job. Job is something that at a point you dread.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. The career is something that the work you put in, you can smile while you're putting the work in.
It builds you. It makes you a better person.
It betters you on the inside. The people around you see the work and respect the work you put in to your career. Your job is like I said, I'm gonna go to work tomorrow. I like the job, but you'll hear I can't wait till Friday. I should have called off.
Mm-hmm.
I should.
Yeah. You can't. You run out of sick days before it's even October. Like that's when you know you hate your job.
Yeah. So
I mean that's but and also too like Steeler fans, we got to take it easy, man. Like let's just
even if they lose
I don't think
tomorrow,
we need to hit the panic button just yet.
Even if they slip up tomorrow night. My boy J.J. Watt coming in.
Yeah.
But even if they slip up and lose tomorrow, it's all right.
The Roonies have shown they know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah,
they know what they're doing. They got enough of these and fill up some fingers.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Just calm down and like you said earlier, you can tell by the laughing and the camaraderie. It's just good to be back in front of the camera for you guys. Been a while.
Exactly. Yeah, it's been a minute, but we had some tough times. But we're back. We got caught up with some stuff, but you know how life is. But also too, make sure you look out. We got a podcast. We're gonna be launching that actually this week. We're gonna be doing that. Got the microphones. We're ready to go. So everybody, we'll make sure we put that on the
everybody who's been emailing about the show, check it out.
Yeah.
Email a friend so they can check it out.
Yeah.
Same thing. Jump on to YouTube, subscribe, follow, keep sending the love, the topics, everything like that, and keep being creative and bringing more ideas to you. And as always,
know what they're doing, and if that's what you want to do, then that's on you.
Yeah, if that's your MO.
But some people, they just don't know any better, and it's like there's another way to make it other than your back.
Thank you. Like you're not showing up for work looking like a bum and expecting to be CEO.
Oh.
Fellas.
We
get one every Friday, fellas.
Thank you.
We can wear jeans to work. Please. Jeans.
Yeah.
Learn this quickly.
Not ones with holes in them.
Thank you.
Not sagging. Not looking like you just came from a rock concert. Jeans. A pair of civilized jeans.
You can actually wear the dress shoes if you're a grown man. You can wear them with the jeans.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dudes don't get that either.
Yeah.
Like fellas, you leave the Jordans and not taking a shot at my brothers, but fellas, black men, leave the J's at the crib till you get home from work. Please.
Those are for the weekend.
Yeah.
Those are for the weekend. Now, do not wear those to work. Please don't.
You know it's time to put them on the back burner till Saturday with the family when most of the bars in the city don't allow you to wear sneakers in them no more. You know what I mean? Like once you get to a certain position, even like in what you said, it just popped back in the haircuts. This is not 1992.
Yeah.
Fellas, you're not getting in corporate America.
Skyscraper, all that. Cut it.
Nino Brown.
Thank you.
If you have a beard, line it up.
Line it up.
You're
Do not be getting zigzags cutting the side of your hair, parts up. Get a nice civilized haircut. Like anybody else.
And dudes will...
No mullets, no nothing.
Yeah, the white guys, that goes for you too.
No ponytails.
You're not...
just cut it You're in corporate America. Now, if you work construction or you work where it's not a big deal, by all means, enjoy yourself.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Place, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's can't come in. You know, black and white brothers with the wild Bobby Brown. Don't be cruel. You know, white guys, you can't come in looking like you can't come in with your wife's haircut.
Yeah,
it's
look like Michael Bolton. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've seen. There's a couple guys I know who rock the ponytail, and it's like man, come on, just you're 35.
Thank you.
Like, let the Led Zeppelin T-top Trans Am days go. Okay, it's over. You're a grown man.
The IROC Z.
Let it go. Let it go. It's like, guys, if you're a grown man, you want to present yourself like a grown man. If you're a grown woman and you want to be treated with respect, then just give off that image. You know. Like,
I mean, and it's funny. It's so funny because you see it every day. Like, these companies are taking the chance on on you, me. They're investing something in us. So why not invest in yourself at the same time? Like, honestly, you don't want to come through the front door and security stops you. Like, do you work here?
Do you work? Yeah. Oh, that. Or you don't want to be the chick who gets called down to HR and told to go home and change.
And I've seen that.
Yes.
A million times.
Me too. Yes.
I've seen that.
It is before. Very embarrassing. It looks very embarrassing.
I worked in your old building. I've worked in a steel building. If you're in Pittsburgh, you know where the steel building is, like the biggest building in the city. If you come into work in the morning, if you're a man and you're dressed right, there's a security guard in every building. They should say, if you're dressed right for work, morning, sir. That's what they should say to you when you come in. Yeah. Honestly.
Yeah. Not, excuse me.
Even the younger security guards, like a lot of them are in their early 20s. When I used to work in a steel building, come in or you leave, hey, have a good evening, sir. If you come in a building and they're like, "What's up, bro?
Yeah.
What's up, fam? What's good?" You know your attire is not right because the respect is gone.
Gone. They think they're talking to you like you're in Tequila Willie's on Friday night. Like, literally.
Shout out to Willie's.
Shout out to Tequila Willie's. We miss you.
Oh, Berto. Shout out to my boy Berto.
Before you got hood.
Yeah. Before the detectors but yeah, just like you are your own corporation. Like you said, you're your own brand. From the way you talk to the way you dress. You can't come into work. You can have an inner swagger or confidence. You should, hopefully, when you come into work. Unfortunately, the way you look can stop that real quick.
100%. I mean, I've seen it crush people. Like to the point where it's like you're not getting the job because they're not taking you serious. They think that you are less educated, or they not even you have the education, but they just don't think that you have the intelligence or the professionalism, or they don't feel that you will be a good representation at that level.
Thank you.
You know, because of the way
what are we gonna look like sending him into a boardroom? He looks like he should be vacuuming the boardroom.
Thank you.
And then leaving once the meeting starts. Or she looks like she should be just in here as eye candy, pouring water for everybody, and then she needs to get out.
Exactly.
When everything major starts. So just like, look at honestly, white guys, brothers, the whole nine. I mean, like I said, it's across the board. There's some white dudes out here, y'all are coming to work, you looking like Danny Tanner off of Full House, with your, just crazy looking like that. I know some brothers, y'all coming to work looking like you're shooting this is not belly.
Yeah.
Like it's oversized dress
shirts. Yeah, exactly. Looking like you're literally like for instance, fellas, stop with the long trench coat Steve Harvey. That should have never even been popular. Serious. That should have never even been popular.
Serious.
Snakeskin, all that stuff. Cut it out. Knock it off. Seriously. It looks terrible. It looks like you literally are going into a card game and not work. So knock it off, okay? That's it. They're gonna nip this in the bud.
Oh, yeah, you can't.
That looks bad.
I mean, first of all, I don't know what city. I don't know. Might have flew back in Cab Calloway's doo-bop swing days, you know, or
two-stepping.
Yeah, Louis Armstrong days with the suit jackets that came way down at your knee.
Yeah,
fellas, come on, man. Serious. It's Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for the most part. Where we're at, I mean, there might be somebody else somewhere else, but
it hurts.
The now and later Gators aren't cutting it in Pittsburgh right now. Serious, like you gotta cut that out, man.
Oh man. So speaking of going into our last segment, ridiculousness. Yeah. The Steelers, everybody. Now obviously we're not off to the start that we thought we were. We're 3-3 going into tomorrow's game against the Texans. Yeah. But, however, I'm hearing this buzz from people, and this is what disappoints me about Steeler fans.
Yeah.
We're so spoiled, and I'm a Steeler fan, but I really don't try to associate with the ridiculousness. I don't really listen to a lot of talk shows.
Like this.
Every time, if we're not off to a great start, or we're not beating somebody, blowing them out, or whatever, it's fire, bench everybody, this person needs to be stepped down, they're not this anymore, they're not this anymore. First off, this is professional sports. Are we going to have ups and downs? Yes. We've won 8-8 the last 2 years. Do you understand how many franchises would kill for that? That's a true fan.
We lost to the Browns. They would kill.
Yeah.
Look at them now.
Yeah,
since
that was their Super Bowl.
They're back to the same old Cleveland Browns that everybody. They lost today.
Yeah.
I think they got blanked.
They got blown out.
Everybody's like, well, Cincinnati's going to run laps around us. They lost today. They're back.
They couldn't even score.
They're back to the old Bungles.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm reading Facebook posts like,
fired
Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin might be the best young coach in the NFL right now.
Thank you.
Honest, name two that are better.
Thank you.
Belichick's
to the Super Bowl.
Bill Belichick's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Like name two. He's better than what's his name? The Raven Harbaugh.
Yeah. He's won a Super Bowl, been to another. The last 2 years are his first years of going 500.
Thank you.
And
he's like 42.
Thank you.
43.
And it's like, okay, I get it. You're frustrated because you're not 6-0. But first off, we don't have that great of a team. I mean, at this point, it's early in the season, so you know what? First of all, people can get better. People can grow in their roles.
10 games left.
Yeah, and it's all about who gets the hot hand whenever you're supposed to. There's some teams peaking right now that are way above. It's like, if you first off fire Mike Tomlin and pick up who?
Who are we gonna bring in? Like
You're gonna bring
that's
in.
what I keep asking people. Okay, let's say tomorrow we fire him. Who is coming in?
Yeah,
there's no top tier coaches out here.
Yeah.
There's no up and coming, and don't bring a college coach in.
Oh,
You seen those?
you see how that works?
It's
yeah.
one. It's you luck
One
up.
in a blue moon.
I mean, the Seahawks won it. Don't get
Yeah.
me. Don't
and
get
Chip
me wrong.
Kelly's doing okay, but
But
that's it. I mean, look how
look
many
at the
they
track
bring in.
record. Yeah. Harbaugh might be going back to college.
Thank you.
Out in San Fran.
Yeah,
They're
from
calling for his
they're calling
head
for
now.
his head now, and they're winning,
Yeah.
and they're calling for his head.
So for all the like the naysayers, and it's so crazy because like you said, we work right in the city.
Mhm.
You would think that the Pirates won the World Series
Oh
the
my
last 5
gosh.
years. They get so much respect, and they do the same thing every year.
Every year,
They get you to this high on the roller coaster, like
And
yay, and then it's over.
literally.
They lost. If anybody should be called out, it should be their manager.
Thank you.
They lost 8-0 on a one-game playing game
Thank you.
at home.
And before that, did the same thing last year, and before that,
Lost.
Oh, that's
damn near
right.
20 straight.
20
in
straight
August.
games, the whole year, the whole entire month.
So
we just lost.
We're calling out Palomalu. I know he's old. He's probably got one or two, whatever, good years in him. We got older coaches, older players. But at the same time, it's like every professional dynasty goes through this. The Patriots went through it.
Yeah.
The Packers went through it.
Thank you.
I mean, the Bulls went through it.
Yeah.
Everybody gets older.
It's professional sports. You're not going to win forever. It's just the way it is. At some point you are, and even going 8-8, if you're a true fan, there's people who like complain. It's like, okay, well, at least you had a 500 record.
Some dude on Facebook.
Some people win 2 games.
Some dude was like, we should start going to the games with bags on their heads like the Saints. Back in, I don't know, the 80s or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, really?
Yeah, because the Saints lost 5-6 seasons in a row of winning like 3 games, 4 games. You went 8-8, and you're wearing. Where were you whenever the Pirates? Oh, what was it? 21 years of losing.
21 or 22.
Something like that. Years of losing.
If you want to call a player out in Pittsburgh, and
Yeah.
I know some of y'all are gonna get mad. Call out Kutch.
Yeah.
That's a dude is like.
Every time the playoffs
Derek
come,
Jeter, not Derek Jeter, but A-Rod.
Yeah.
He's super good in the regular season. I don't even know if he played the last game. He falls, I'm just saying it because there's a whole bunch of people in Pittsburgh like the Steelers, and I'm not a big Steeler fan or whatever, but they're 3-3 right now. I said they would go 10-6. I said all you have to. If you're this isn't college, they're not going to score 70. It's not like Baylor in WVU.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not scoring all these points.
No.
This is like professional. First of all, it's 2 pro teams.
Yes.
Like these are pro athletes
They
playing
get
against
paid
each
every
other.
1st and 15th, just like you, just like everybody else. This isn't
Nobody's going to lay.
This isn't high school. Like
Nobody's going to lay down for the Steelers.
Yeah.
They're going to get everybody's best because their franchise has been up here for years.
Yep.
Their franchise has surpassed the Cowboys.
Yep. They have the most Super Bowl wins. They are a tradition. To me, their fan base is the America's team fan base.
Oh, by far.
By far. I mean, it's not even a question. You can go to anywhere in this country and you'll find a Steeler bar.
Yep.
No question whatsoever. Stayed out in California, Steeler bars everywhere. Never missed a game. It was easy. And so, whenever you see that, it's just, I think that we're so spoiled that people actually lose track and don't understand that you had it really great. But it's not going to always be this.
It doesn't work.
They called for Cowher's head whenever he was going 8-8. He had those 2 seasons where he went 7-9 and 8-8.
They were like,
fire him.
And I'm like,
And get who?
It's like everybody, and it's football. It's not like hoops.
No.
Like basketball, college basketball, pro basketball, you might see more. You're more likely to see back-to-backs or like the Bulls.
Mm-hmm.
They damn near won it every year in the 90s.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that ever in football.
Exactly.
You'll get back-to-backs or whatever on occasion. But come on, man. Really?
You're just not. I mean, and that's... I don't understand. I just think that people need to really take a step back and really and actually not be so myopic and understand that, look at the whole picture as a whole. First off, you have younger players, you have people coming in and out, you have to understand that those great players that we had, at some point people were saying they suck.
Yeah, thank you.
People hated Hines Ward when he first cut him. People didn't like James Harrison was undrafted. You have to give people a shot. You have to give them a chance to learn the system.
Nobody comes in and a seasoned veteran.
Thank you.
Like, if you guys could hear some of the stuff
my gosh.
that we hear every day about, well, who are they going to plug in? He's never played before. Everybody's never played before.
Yeah.
Everybody starts off as a rookie.
Yeah.
Or inexperienced.
Works.
That's how it works.
You have to give somebody a chance.
You don't draft pro ballers out of college.
Thank you.
Like, it doesn't work like that.
No. And it's like, you take what you have a draft just like everybody else. You try to build off of the team. You try to get the people in that can learn the system.
Thank you.
That fit what you were trying to do to scheme. And you understand, too, that they might not be where we want them to be at this year, but they have a really good upside. And next year, they have a good chance. Like a lot of
Yeah.
Steelers players are what in their second year.
A lot of players
First
we
year.
have are first and second. Our top defensive players are first, second, maybe
Yeah.
third.
Yeah,
I'm thinking first and second year
Exactly.
players.
Yeah.
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 So I'm like, you have to learn. You're going from college, where you might have a playbook like this,
Yeah.
to the NFL where you got a playbook like
Yes.
this, and then on top of that, you're coming to one of the most well-known
yeah.
franchises,
Oh, yeah.
one of the better ran
Yeah.
franchises.
Dick
First,
LeBeau,
and second. Yeah.
his defense is very complex, and it's not something that is just you just plug in and just we're going to be great forever.
Yeah.
Every franchise at some point is going to go through some lows, and that's just how it is. Now the better franchises can minimize them to a few years.
Like
And
you're
that's
never
what you
going to
hope.
see the Steelers like
The
3 and
Browns.
yeah, like, and I'm like, okay, the Browns look good, but they're never going to win 12 games.
No.
They're not going to win 13 games. If they go
Anything is
9
an
and
upper.
7 this
Yeah.
year, they're
That's like the
celebrating.
Super Bowl.
They're celebrating in Cleveland
Yeah.
until LeBron steps on the court
Thank you,
at the end of the month.
thank you, thank
like
you.
their best years would be our bottom years.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Stuff we'd
So,
be complaining
yeah, so
about.
think about it like that. Like the teams that are looking good this year, watch ESPN today or tomorrow, and then you'll say, "Oh man, the Bengals were supposed to be great. Well, they're like 2 and 3 right now.
yeah.
They're 3 and 3.
Yeah,
You know the
yeah, they're 3 and 3.
yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, the Ravens, I would say in our division are the only team right now that are playing better than what I thought because they lost so many players.
Mhm.
They're like 5-1.
Yeah,
And
they might be peaking early.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're like 5-1. And think about it like this: with the Ravens, if they lose if Steve Smith gets hurt, he's older. They're done.
They're done. Yeah, that's their whole offense right
Yes.
there. Yeah, they don't have anything.
Yeah. I mean, they're playing amazing right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I think they're peaking.
Yeah.
I think they're peaking early, and that's one of the things too why I love. Just to wrap it up, I love college football because you literally the fan bases they understand they just cheer for their team.
Thank you. They just cheer
They
for
just
the
cheer
jersey.
regardless.
Yeah.
They don't sit and try to they cheer for the team regardless of whether they're ranked or whether they don't. They show up in masses and they just cheer for their team. And I think with professional, you have too many people who just they think they know a
They
little more
think
than
because
they do.
they live in that city, they work in that city, or
Yeah.
I can see Heinz Field from my job,
Yeah.
so the Steeler players owe me something.
Yeah.
No, just because you wave the towel around and
Yeah. And it's funny because a lot of fans they don't even actually know who the players are.
no,
I'm like, do you know anybody else in the major?
who's
you
not
besides Ben?
Roethlisberger.
Yeah.
That's why some of the fans are still wearing